watch him hate, watch him lurk, can't relate, watch you skirt, out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on site, red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I been grinding since a youngin', they told me my timing was coming. I been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money, I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I been eating since a youngin', since we ain't have food in our tummy, the life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me, put that on my mama, my daughter, my cousin, my brother, I'll show you. Way better than I can tell you, the type of dreams that they sell you, that's why I learned from my failures, don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper, was left behind, I'll see it later. To keep it real, you don't need to wait up, lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gonna
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. I get it go. I get it go. I get it go. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. I get it go. I get it go. I get it go. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I get it go. I get it go.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars.
Tonight, from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Miami Dolphins.
We are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Jacksonville Jaguars. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Second and 6.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Jaguars.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
At the 33-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he's going to be out of bounds Jags right at midfield. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
10 yards to go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing deep for... It's caught at the 10. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
They're moving the ball through the air pretty well on this opening drive, and to me it was evident that they were set on doing exactly that here to get this game started. And their belief and determination is certainly paying off.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 10 yards out. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week, we're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their 6'3" cornerback.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5-yard pickup on
the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. The numbers for him from a week ago: 5 catches, 60 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is the #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
Quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Miami.
They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll run it. This is Michel. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete here.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Jonathan Allen on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They're running it. It's Michel. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple plays ago that if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it. And you're right. It was a confident call and a decisive run to pick it up.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
And they will run it with Michel. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Sony Michel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
The try here for the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting room.
And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
A fumble on the play.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Jalen Ferguson there.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jalen Ferguson able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Buying time, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. It's their quarterback with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense marching back onto the field, and our focus shifts here to Sony Michel. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as you're running.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back to throw now on 1st down. Catch is made by Harry. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Gain of 17 yards.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick here is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll throw now on the final play. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. As far as the early games go in that 1 o'clock window, we'll be focused on that game in Nashville. A big one for the Titans as they get set to do battle with the Detroit Lions. Then in the 4 Eastern window, it'll be a later than usual start in Cincinnati, where it'll be the Bengals taking on the New York Giants. And lastly, Monday Night Football has a good one lined up between the Cleveland Browns and the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
3-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he's been fun to watch run the football. We know he can pass, but using his legs effectively here in this one.
No doubt about it. Watch him maneuver in the pocket, out of the pocket, making the plays that he's making, which are breaking down the defense. I thought back to when we had our morning jog before the game, and I couldn't keep up with you. Those legs, they're valuable for his team.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
On 3rd and short, not only did he get away from the rush and pick up a 1st down, he picked up a whole lot more than that. And how did he get it done? Evaded the rush, kept his poise. And then how about him directing traffic as he moved downfield to pick up extra blockers? A really nice run.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
1 yard.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 3. That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Check 26, check 26.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Now a short one to Gesicki, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
Man open down the middle of the field. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Miami.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they're going to stop him here short of the goal line with the flag down. Well, this could set up a very interesting decision. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen, his 2nd sack of the night.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
They'll set up a throw. Open man here, Sims, complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. You got the big lead defensively. willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them, and they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Takes this to the 45. Not much space there after the nice move. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
And now Chenault on the end around. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and run the option. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. 20. And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer.
Holding. Defense.
So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Now Joey Sly for the point after. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And now out come the Jags. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Tonight's final score. Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicting to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Jags, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear when the crowd screams, still ballin'.